Alright, welcome everybody to another JayRstaRaids Legends video. And in this one, I'm going to be working on how to help you understand Sand Devil's Necropolis, and we're going to be going through all the different tactics of why certain things work, why certain things don't, team compositions, those strategies that you might need. For most people, if you're progressing, you don't have to worry about changing builds. You can change speeds if you need to, or change a champion in and out based on affinity if it's making it easier for you. For instance, let's say you don't have a very popular old school one, which was Godseeker Ninja, right? Let's say you don't have multiple Godseekers, you don't have this combo. Nowadays, if you're endgame, most people are doing like a solo Empress. You can use a solo Blizzard with chickens. You can bring things like Duchess and Stoneskin, right? I forgot where my Duchess is. She's only 2-star blessed. If you put her in Stoneskin or 3-piece Defiant set, she won't die, and then she can revive everybody else, and you can create your loop. But most of the time, people are going to... This boss, the way you want to fight him is you want to put him to sleep. So if you go to debuffs here, and you look for the sleep one, which sleep is not that great of a debuff, right? In general, unless we're talking about theory restart. But here, it's not really. You don't want to put someone to sleep unless it's like live arena. That actually could win a match. But in PvE, sleep is like gonna be woken up by burns, poisons, and a whole bunch of other things that are happening. So as you can see, if I look at sleep, let's not count her because that's a random one. Chogger's a super amazing one. I tried Yosta Dreamsong way back in the days, but the thing is, the sleep is only 75%. It's only 100 if they're under decreased speed or weaken. So she's not going to be really good for consistency. She can help you progress, but she won't be for consistency. Kaimar's way better, but then he can be weak hit. Of course, if you have a Mikage, it's one of the best things to do is use her alternate form A1. A free-to-play option was Chronicler Adeline, where you have to fully book the A3, but you get a 100% chance to sleep without touching the boss, and you still put a decreased speed and decreased attack, and then that passive to help your champions actually blow up the boss. And if you can't kill the boss quick enough, then you have the A2 to heal your champions through the rotations. Another popular one that people use is mostly free-to-play is going to be Cornelia, because Cornelia has the sleep on the A2. And she does have this A3 that can fully heal someone, which is herself or someone else. These strategies will also work into Curse City if you're going into Curse City and you're trying to beat Sand Devil there as well. We also have the Referral, Epic, and the Legendary Chronom and DJ, or Jamarsa. Her A1 does have a sleep. I did use this when I was using her and Chronom. Back before I, had Godseeker and other stuff like that. If Chronom's on the same team, the sleep was resisted, you put a decreased speed. That's great for Iron Twins, because you can't sleep the Iron Twins, so you guaranteed an unresistible and unblockable 30% decreased speed for 2 turns. This debuff cannot be blocked. So, that is amazing. That is amazing. But as you can see, like, this is just sleep. He doesn't sleep, right? Now, we do have some other champions that have sleep, like Death Knight, right? But who's going to use that? That's kind of crazy to try to use that. I feel like Seducer is a way better champion. Has at least a 45. You can book this up. Book it up. You can get the defensive mastery that increase heart CCs by 5%. You can make this a 50% chance to sleep as a rare. I know that's pretty, but most people are going to be like, bro, if you're going to use a rare, might as well use Muckstalker, right? Because it plays as a C for 2 turns if they have no buff, so you have to make sure that Muckstalker goes first or second, and then puts this right after him like a boost or something, a turn meter boost. We do still have some other champions that can sleep now. They weren't originally in the game, but they're in the game now. Ayla Lifebraid, I think she's like a year old, a year and a half. But attacks one enemy, she's void, so she never weak hits, right? So if you have this champion, before attacking, she puts an increased accuracy, so you build less accuracy on this champion. You can build more speed or more whatever you need, survivability. Has a 75% chance of putting to sleep. This is bookable to 100%. And then she has all these other nice stuff like block debuffs, heals people, and then of course instant turns and restores destroyed max HP. She was literally designed to be an anti Alname, right? Counter. So we also have other champions. You wouldn't believe Allure does have the sleep on the A2, but place a sleep debuff for 1 turn on targets under decreased defense. Yeah, that's not going to be good. So Mr. Bambus came into the game, was used a little bit in the beginning, and then really didn't get much love. So, yeah. Bambus, you're probably not going to use Bambus. In Chancellor Yasmin, she does have a chance to put to sleep. But they only have to have active buffs, so she's not going to be really good here. Ah, yes, Maeve. Or Maeve. She has the chance to put I think a 70% chance to put to sleep. And then she can also get a chance of getting an extra turn if the sleep debuff was placed, which is very, very interesting. And I think he has a high chance of sleep, but it's only, no, I think it's like 50. No, it's not bad, 75% chance. 75% under enemies under debuffs. Ah, okay. Well, unfortunately, that's not going to be able to be useful. And then he's got the A1. Yeah. So as you can see, not many crazy champions that can put lots of sleep, right? I mean, I guess you could use this rare too. I think she has a A1 that hits multiple times, and each chance has a chance to sleep. So she's a good rare as well. Okay, so once you've slept the boss, right, what are you going to want to do? Well, you're going to want to bring a champion that's going to do a few things. Either they're going to bring burn, right? Like we were saying earlier, like Cronam, Ninja, Artak. You have things like Fenrak and the Fat, which is a free-to-play way. You have Geomancer. Be careful with Geo, because he will deplete his destroyed max HP all the way to 1%, which will literally put him like basically in one hit and he's dead. So you gotta know what you're doing when you use this champion. You have Jotun as well. A lot of people like to go Fenraken because not only does he bring the burn on the A2, but he also brings poisons. So you get a little bit of damage. Even though Aname has a huge poison resistance, I don't think they put it here in the text, but Aname takes like 95% less damage from poisons, which you think the company would have put that here. It blows my mind they still haven't. Of course, we the player base had to figure that out. Venus, she has burns, of course. We have this guy has burns. Not a lot of... There's some epics that have burns, like Skrank. You got Ultimate Galek. You got Miss Juliana. You know... Oh, we even have Old Man Jorg with the HP burn on a 40% chance on his A1. Alright, so basically you're going to want to bring somebody who can put some debuffs. Now, if you're going for the nuking strategy, you're going to want to bring someone like... someone who brings decreased defense and weaken. A lot of people, of course, are gonna right away tell gonna spam you in the comments or tell you in your discords, use Ruella, use Ruella. Yes, Ruella does bring multiple debuffs, right? And it's 100. Each hit has a high chance of doing all these, which are nice. But a lot of common ones people will use are Riho, Bone Spear if you have legendaries, or Ramantu. Everyone has Ramantu. You can use the A2 to put a crazy amount of ton of debuffs, which is really, really good. Because the more debuffs he has, the more damage you can do, right? That's what his passive is. You can bring nukers as well. So like if you have like a Chrysia, Newt, if you have a Septimus, if you have some people who have very strong single target hits, right? Like a Phoenix is very strong single target hit. So you could do something like this. Like I'll show you what a team would look like totally free to play. Let's go with Ruella. Oh. Let's go with the +4 Ruella. Totally free to play here. Cornelia. And then let's go with someone who can keep us like sustained, maybe like a Demitha or something. Actually, you need a reviver just in case, right? So if you don't actually win, so we need a Sky Touch Shaman, right? A champion that can put revive on death on us, because if you don't have like these certain champions like Duchess or Mariska or Siegfried, mythicals, certain legendaries and certain mythicals are OP. They just don't die to this boss if you do it right. But You can also use the Revive on Death strategy plus cleansing and heat, and she also heals with her passive. So you can use Cornelia's A3 on her, so when she gets hit, she goes right back to 100% health, and then she'll sack her health and heal everybody else. And then of course you have the Revive on Death. Just in case it doesn't work, they all come back with the Revive on Death while the boss is sleeping. And then of course you could also bring, you know, Fenrak and the Fat here, right? You boom, you got yourself the HP burn, the poisons, more debuffs, the sleep. You got yourself all the strong debuffs, so Phoenix can do big hits, right? And yeah, this is a pretty good team. Now, most people are gonna just tell you just like solo it or duo it. Right. You can just do traditional stuff, right? Like people are gonna, like I said at the beginning of the video, people are gonna just tell you go Godseeker. You can do so many Godseekers. You always want to put Godseeker in the lead because of how her passive works. If an ally's about to be killed, prevents that hit and puts this. So if she's in the lead, she'll do it to whoever's in the lead. So you have to do it to herself, so then she can bring other champions back with the A3. But you can do so many different variants here. You can go Newt, right? You can go Ninja. You can go Fenraken, the Fat. You can go not Cupidus, Septim. I don't think I have Septimus. What are some other strong single target hitters? I mean, you could use Artak as well. Artak. You know, just basically, or Acrizia, Marius. You know, these type of champions. You can duo. You don't need a whole team. You can literally just go like this and go straight in. Now, of course, I was just showing stage 11, but I'm not specifically saying that stage. You can do whatever you need for any stage you want. Or you can bring a solo champion like this that doesn't actually die, can keep coming back over and over and over, and it's super annoying. You can do some stuff. You can, unfortunately can't use regular revivers like this, because if you don't put them in Stone Skin, you can restart. Like if they all die, you bring them all back. If you don't want to use the sleep strategy and you'd rather let the boss, I'll show you an example, right? Let's say you want the boss to kill everyone, right? Let's just A1, and let's just ally protection here. Say you want the boss to literally kill everybody, right? Normally my champion would be dead, right? But he has a passive. She's gone, so you'd have to put her in Stone Skin, or you'd have to make this person put Revive on Death preemptively. But in this situation here, I can't really do much. I can solo this now, right? I can just literally let it go as long as I want, and then eventually he's gonna kill the Blizzard. If Blizzard takes enough amount of turns, Blizzard's passive will go and trigger. Boom. If he gets killed, cool. If not, we're trying to land that Brimstone. I mean, most of the time, if you're gonna solo or duo, you do want to be in Regeneration or Stone Skin. Okay, we finally got killed there, so we come back, trying to hit him with those Brimstones, so that the boss can kill himself, as you can see up there. So, but unfortunately, she could not survive the hit even with ally protection. She still died, right? So you want to make sure the revivers are, if you're trying to do a team that says screw sleeping the boss, I'd rather wait till the boss shoots us to death and we come back, and then while he's sleeping we go crazy on him. You can do that as well. Yeah, that's pretty much it. If there's anything else that you can think of, let me know in the comments below. How do you beat Alname, the Sand Devil? If there's any other content you need me to help you with, please let me know in the comments if the next video you would like to do, and I'll do it. Alright, thank you so much, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.